Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thirsty Thursday Trivia. Hello, Alisa. How are you this morning? Or I guess this afternoon.
Hi. It's late morning, 11 here.
Okay.
I'm
Um,
okay, thank you.
is it hot in Texas?
Yeah, 90s this week.
Yeah. It says we're 86 here. And they predict rain every day, like 50% chance of rain. But I looked at it today, and so far it doesn't say anything about rain this afternoon. So I'm going to try to go swimming um, this afternoon, and hopefully I won't get rain. All right. Welcome, BJ and Vince and Charlene Heal. Welcome. And
Hi, everyone.
welcome, welcome. Let's see. Okay. And I'm going to apologize right off the bat if my camera is blurry. I'm having some technical difficulties with my camera. I tried the camera just in the laptop and it was doing some funky things on my map behind me. And so I decided to go back on the webcam. But the webcam, I think, may just be old or not integrated well with this new laptop. So I'm going to have to probably purchase a new one. So I may have some kind of poor quality videos for a little bit. Hello, Linda Tomaine Creates. Welcome. Can't stay, just wanted to say hello. Hello. So, anyway, if it is blurry or bad quality, I do apologize. So, what kind of trivia do you have for us today? You always get such interesting questions.
I'm wa- I'm watching your ads with this floating car. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
fun.
Floating car on the ocean water.
Ooh.
That was interesting. It is so I made these a little bit more difficult today,
Oh,
and they're a combination of history and such, I believe.
okay.
Yeah. I thought sometimes we have those somewhat easy ones, and then we have those scholars that come in that know all the answers. So
Exactly.
thought I'd try a little bit harder today, but they're so smart they probably know these too.
Probably. Probably. I especially when Barry comes in, it's like he always it doesn't seem to matter the topic either. He's just a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, don't do that. So we call it Thirsty Thursday because, of course, it's on Thursday, but because we both kind of are on a journey of health and we want to make sure that we stay hydrated. I've got my mug here today. You've got your water bottle. We want everybody to get their beverage of choice and make sure you stay hydrated. It's very important to general health, but it's also very important to weight loss. So if you're trying to lose weight, you definitely need to drink lots of water and not just coffee and tea and things that have water in them. You need the actual water too.
Yeah, I used to say my tea is made with water, so I'm getting plenty.
Well, and I need to do some more research, but I think I read somewhere that caffeine dehydrates you. So if the tea is caffeinated or the coffee is caffeinated, it may be working against the water.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not sure about all that. I was doing some research yesterday about the collagen.
Mhm.
Love our pups. Hello. Doing some research about the collagen because I want to add collagen, but I don't want to just have to take supplements. I want to find the collagen rich foods and try to add in the things my body needs to make its own collagen. And I also wasn't aware that collagen is in your cartilage in your joints. So if you would like have arthritis or a lot of joint pain and things like that, the adding the collagen or restoring your collagen will be helpful for
Right.
that. So that was really interesting because I wasn't aware of that. So and it said that you just naturally, as you age, you lose your um, the collagen just naturally lowers. So if you're not putting in the right food or taking the supplements, then you can end up. That's why some people get very saggy, kind of crepe papery skin and stuff as they
Right.
age. So I'm gonna have plenty of loose skin. I don't want it to be crepe paper skin too.
Oh.
So I'm gonna be learning about that and seeing what I can eat. I think one of the things that surprised me was something about pumpkin
Mhm.
seeds. I used to love eating pumpkin
Yeah.
seeds, and something that's in pumpkin seeds is supposed to be either help you make the collagen or has collagen in it. I'm not sure which. But now I know they said that bone broth does have collagen in
Yeah.
it, and I really I like a lot of soup, so I think if I made my own bone broth, and had it flavored good, it would be, good. Hello, Body Illusion. She says fish oil is really good for rejuvenating collagen in your joints, in your skin, and in your hair, everywhere in your body. Oh, fish oil. Okay, let me write that down
Yes.
because I don't take any kind of fish oil. I might need to do that.
So I shared my book with you, and um, this is a new book, but many years ago I read this certain author, and I can't remember his name. I think I gave the books away or something, but he wrote quite a few books about health, and he um, sued the pharmaceutical companies and the FDA and all kinds of people because his research shows that cancer and all these other diseases are curable with simple things like hydrogen peroxide and oxygenating your body and such. And I always found that interesting. These diseases cannot live in oxygenated bodies. So that's why I got this new book recently. And there's different ways, you can do it, but I'm going to order the oxygenated water, and also uh, there's it's called a food grade peroxide that
Uh
you
huh.
can consume. You can bathe in it and such. You can spray it on your skin, um,
Oh,
and that this book is just huge, and it's full of testimonies of people being healed of all kind of things. But I've always been fascinated by that.
yeah. And, there's got to be a lot of, truth to it just because, like, we were talking one day about how we don't breathe deep enough.
Yeah.
Like, you're not really, unless you're working out or, doing some kind of cardio to make yourself breathe deep, we normally just don't breathe that deep. And so we're not getting the right ratio of oxygen and carbon monoxide or whatever it is. We're not doing that exchange like we need to be doing.
Right.
So, Yeah,
I do practice
that's
deep
really
breathing
good.
exercises sometimes. I need to do it more, but
Yeah. Well, and the more I study mindfulness, because I tend to have that problem that I don't stay in the present, that I'm always either thinking about the past or worrying about the future.
hmm,
And I'm not, you know, present and right in the moment. And they say that if you'll, think about your breathing and concentrate on doing deep breathing, that brings you present.
okay.
And I guess you can't really think about other stuff if you're thinking about, okay, am I breathing deep and inhaling and exhaling and all of that. So to do that, and when I find myself like my mind wandering or having thoughts that I don't really want to have, I'll kind of be like, okay, leave that alone. Come back here. What are we doing right now, right here? And try to kind of center myself and get out of those thoughts because, you believe what you think. So if you think bad things or negative things, whether it be about yourself or about somebody else, um, that's what you'll believe. That's why
Yeah,
people who lie, they believe their own lies because they tell it to themselves so much that eventually they believe it because they've thought it for so long, it must be true. You know.
yeah. The mind
Hi,
is powerful.
Daisy. Welcome, welcome.
Okay, y'all ready to get started?
Yes, ma'am.
Got your water?
Yep, got my water.
Okay, I might need help pronouncing some of this stuff, but okay.
It's okay. Spell it out if you have to.
What ancient civilization built the Machu Picchu complex in Peru? And I'll spell it because I probably didn't say it right.
Okay.
Machu, second word Picchu,
Hmm.
complex in Peru.
I know absolutely nothing about Peru.
Well, we studied this a little bit in school, but I didn't pay attention. So,
You're right, body illusion. Most of the negative things you believe about yourself are not true. It's what other people have told you about yourself. Daisy Mae says the Mayans. And hello, Lisa, married in Arkansas. Welcome.
okay, try again, Kelly.
Oh, not the Mayans.
Oh, Kelly's telling me how to pronounce it. It's called Machu Picchu.
Pichu. Yes, it is Thursday. How's things there in Arkansas? Are you getting good summer heat?
It's not the Aztecs.
Okay, how about the Incas? I think that's
Yes.
what I think that's what Body Illusion is trying to put Incas.
Yeah, the Inca Empire built. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the error correct got her. She put in Inca, but it put encased instead of Inca.
Oh,
So she had to go back and put it in. I hate that error correct sometimes. It's like, you
no,
don't
I
know what
love
I'm thinking.
filter.
That's not what I wanted to say.
Okay, here's a science question. Which element has the chemical symbol Fe?
I know this.
You do.
I do. And if nobody guesses, I'm going to say it. Lisa says it's hot, humid, and rainy in Arkansas.
They called for rain like every day last week, and it rained one day. Like they were saying huge amounts of rain. I'm like, oh my
That
gosh.
yeah, that's how it's been here too. Every day it says 50% chance of rain. Okay, Smarty Pants, Daisy May, and Lisa both say iron, and I agree. It is iron.
Yes. Which artist painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel?
And I always guess the wrong one. I'll wait and see, but I keep in my mind the one I'm thinking. But I'm usually wrong. Like if you gave me three to pick from, I would pick two that were wrong and not the right one.
I still want to figure out how to do the Kahoot online.
Body Illusion said, please repeat the question.
Okay. Which artist painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel?
Okay. Daisy May says Da Vinci, and Lisa says Michelangelo. And I don't think it was either one of them. Body
Kelly
Illusion
said she
says,
was there and can't remember.
Body Illusion says Michelangelo too.
Yes, you are all correct.
Who is another famous artist? Because I always don't think it's
Um,
Michelangelo. I always think it's the other guy.
Da Vinci and oh, I can't remember now. My daughter studied these in one of the homeschool groups we were in.
Oh.
That's been a minute. Here's one I actually know because I'm just fascinated with Titanic. In what year did the Titanic sink on its maiden voyage across the Atlantic?
Okay, we can figure this out because when the movie came out, the lady in it was like in 100, was like 100 and something, and that was like in the 90s. So I'm gonna say, um, she was about 18 at the time. I'm gonna say like 1920. That's my educated guess, or maybe before 1920. 1913, Daisy May says.
I don't see any other answers. It is 1912.
Oh, so close, Daisy May.
Yeah.
That's why you're not supposed to estimate things because my estimation was not good. Hmm.
I thought this next question was misprint or something, but I guess it's not. I had to read it twice. Who wrote the novel 1984? That's the title, 1984.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm old. um, it was, one of those. books about the future.
Oh, okay.
Back in the like the 60s or 70s. Yes, Body Illusion says Orwell. It's George Orwell.
You correct.
Yes, yes. See, now I know stuff like that, but it's like I don't know. I feel like I know a lot of useless information.
Did that book have
Not anything anybody would ever ask you or anything, but just
uh, what did that book have anything to do with the movie? Um, I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was Robert Downey Jr. and his dad had made the underground house where they could survive for 30 or 40 years. And then they actually had to because somebody built construction over the top of their house. It was a 1980s movie.
oh, I don't know.
Um, yeah, and they were stuck in their house underground for like 20 or 30 years. But they were prepared, so
That
they survived.
yeah. Well, as long as they were prepared, that's the thing. You either are or you're not when something like that happens. Let me look at what it says it was about.
Okay. What is the hardest natural substance on Earth? My guess was rock, but that's not right.
I'm going to say diamond. Let's see. It says the book 1984 was a warning against the dangers of totalitarianism and the manipulation of truth and language by those in power. It's the consequences of unchecked control.
Hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. Now you said Robert Downey Jr. Let's see if I can find.
Well, I thought it was Robert Downey Jr. Chair Bear is saying Christopher Walken and Brendan Fraser, Sissy Spacek, or maybe he just looked like Robert Downey Jr. Daisy says quartz, diamond.
Okay. Well, that didn't. Let me just do it this way.
And the, oh, Lisa says gold. Okay. Hi, Lucy Warren. The correct answer is diamond. Blast from the past. There you go. That's the name of it. Thank you, Chair Bear.
That's the movie.
That's the name of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay. You got me curious now. I got to look this up.
In Greek mythology, who is the god of the underworld?
In a fallout shelter. Okay. Yes. Okay. Got it. Brandon Fraser was the actor. Okay.
Oh, was I wrong? It wasn't Junior?
No, it was Brandon Fraser.
Hmm.
Very similar, time frame and all those. So I could see why
Oh,
you might have thought that. So that's cool.
oh.
Okay. So now I missed whatever the last question was. And hello, Lucy.
I'll
Uh,
repeat it. Um,
Okay.
in Greek mythology, who is the god of the underworld?
Oh, let's see.
Kelly says Hades.
Hades. That's what I was thinking too. Not. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That is correct.
Yes.
You're on a roll today.
I
Which planet is
telepathically
known?
sent you what I wanted you to get questions for.
What'd you say?
I said I must have telepathically sent you the what I wanted the questions to be about,
Oh,
so, so that they were ones that I might know.
funny.
That's funny.
Which planet is known as the red planet?
Now, see, two come to mind. We will see. It's 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 of course one or the other, but um, I have an idea. I'm going to write it down so that y'all know I wasn't cheating. Oh, and then I wrote down the wrong. That's not what I was thinking, though. Okay. All right. Okay. Lisa says Mars, and Daisy May and Body Illusion say Mars. And here's my thing: I wrote Mars, and I was thinking Mars or Saturn, and then I wrote Venus instead of Saturn. But Mars was my first answer. And then Chair Bear says Mercury. So we're probably all wrong, but
No, it is Mars.
it is Mars. Okay, good, good, good.
What is the capital of Australia?
Um, I'm not. All right, I wrote my answer down, but I'm not sure if that's right or not. Hi, listening. Welcome. We're having an interesting chat. Hi, BJ. Okay, we have Daisy May is saying Brisbane,
Um,
and I thought it was Sydney.
I typed that one. Should we be typing for BJ?
I think he has the captions on probably,
Oh, okay.
so it probably writes it out for him. And he's saying Canberra,
Oh, yes. You got it, BJ.
and Body Illusion got it too. Well, why is Sydney just like a popular city in
I
Australia?
guess. Maybe it's the largest.
Like, oh, that could be.
Okay. Which psychist developed the theory of general relativity?
All right, listening. I gave you some blue butterfly wings so you can interact with everyone else, get to know them. Um, which the theory of relativity,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Einstein. And I say that with such conviction, and it's probably wrong, but it's okay.
Okay. Any other guesses? That
Nope.
Einstein is correct.
Woo, woo! I am on a roll today.
Yes,
Goodness
ma'am.
gracious.
Okay, let's see who knows this one. What is the smallest country in the world?
Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. Smallest country in the world. And I'm not going to look to my world map that's over here to my left. I won't look at it. Wow, the smallest country. I'm just going to say Cuba.
Kelly says Vatican City.
Vatican City. Vatican City is its own country? Okay.
And Kelly is correct.
I'm going to say I'm going to have to Google that because that's interesting. BJ says Vatican City? Question mark? Question mark? So, and that's in Italy, I believe, right? I know Italy's a country, Echo. So it would be, all right, I got to look.
Well, it said the smallest country, so I guess it is.
Yeah, but so it wouldn't be inside of Italy if it's its own country.
Yeah. Okay, here's an easy one we probably all know. What is the longest river in the world?
Okay, Google says Vatican City is a landlocked, independent city slash state located within Rome, Italy. It's the smallest country in the world and serves as the spiritual and administrative center of the Roman Catholic Church.
Oh,
And more specifically, Vatican City is situated on the Vatican Hill on the west bank of the Tiber River within the northwest area of Rome. Huh.
okay.
And it's an enclave, meaning it's entirely surrounded by the territory of another country, in this case, Italy. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know you could have a country inside of a country. Huh. Okay, well, I learned something today then. I don't have to learn nothing else. I learned my one thing. Let's see now. For this about the river, we have the Nile, Amazon, Nile, Nile, Nile. So I'm going to go with the Nile.
Correct.
Okay.
Which French artist is known for the Water Lilies series of paintings?
Okay.
I definitely would not know this one.
And I don't know how to spell it. BJ says geography is my favorite subject besides math and physics.
Ooh,
I
BJ
am not,
smart.
I am not good at geography, hence the maps, because I don't know where anything is. But I do like math. Okay,
Well, when I was homeschooling,
Daisy May says Monet. I'm going to say Renoir.
my daughter taught me geography when I was homeschooling. Claude Monet is the answer.
Monet. All right,
Mhm.
Daisy May knew. Very good.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay, y'all don't forget, tomorrow we still have our Fantastic Friday. If y'all want to join, share a video, something fun you've done.
And next Friday at 1 p.m., we're going to have Fantastic Friday live with giveaways.
Mm, fun.
And BJ told me yesterday to look up about the duck races. And so I did. And on there, they had a couple different, you know how we use the wheel to pick the winner on stuff? And it
Yeah.
had a couple other random ways to pick winners. So we might do something fun like that to pick the winners.
Oh, yeah. You know how to use it?
Something different. Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
looked at them yesterday.
Good.
There was
That'll be
one
fun.
like where you can put in like a number range and it'll pick a random number. Um, and like where you can do, there was a couple different ways to do, different things to do it. So that'll be fun though. BJ says, I have a video that's funny. Can I post it? Yes, BJ. Do hashtag Funtastic Friday and tag Alisa's channel, my channel, and Steph's Little Farm. Yep, there's all kinds of things in that package. Yeah, it was really, I was surprised because I just did free duck race and it brought up different things you can do.
Hmm.
Oh, a dice roll. There was dice rolls. Uh,
I dropped Steph's link.
okay, good. Yeah, I got to get, I don't have one coming out tomorrow either, but I got to get back into the habit of making them. When I don't have my granddaughter here, I don't do nothing fun really to make the video. Uh, oh, it's already been posted. Okay. Well, go
Um,
back in and cut a second off of it or something.
yeah, well, you could always repost it.
Yeah, just go in and change some little part, something, and you can repost it.
Okay. Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? I think we all know this one. That one is easy, right?
Yeah, I think so. We'll see.
Kelly says Earhart.
Yes, Amelia.
There's quite a bit of controversy of what happened to her.
I know.
Yes, that is the correct answer. What is the tallest mountain in the world above sea level?
Um, Well, the one everybody always wants to climb is Mount Everest, but I don't know that it's the tallest.
Yeah, it is interesting, Kelly. I've watched documentaries where they say that she was held captive and
Daisy May says Kilimanjaro.
okay. Everest is the correct answer.
Yes, yes, yes,
Mm.
yes.
How many do we have in the chat? Two?
Six.
Six. Okay. What is the name of the fictional land where the Chronicles of Narnia take place?
Is that a trick question?
Kind of.
Kind of. Oh gosh.
We did a lot of reading with this um, Chronicles of Narnia and the other books while my kids were growing up. Oh, Lucy's still here.
My ears are healing. They're starting to itch.
Oh,
I got my ears re-pierced.
oh,
What day
okay.
was it? Sunday, I think. And they're starting to itch.
Hmm. Daisy says no idea. Any other guesses?
Well, I thought Narnia since it's in the title of the thing, but I don't know. I don't
It
remember.
is. It's Narnia.
Okay, that's why I says is it a trick question?
What is the largest mammal in the world? Are you still needing help with your watch hours, Echo?
Um, they're coming back. They're okay. I'm not at risk of going under 4,000, so I'm okay with that.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, I used to get like in a month's time about 500 or so, and it had dropped down to like 200 and something. But I think today it was back up to like 375 or something like that. But I did go in and look at the overall watch hours just to see where I was at, and I'm like at 6,000 or something, so I'm good. I just know when I lost all those, when I deleted all those videos, that was not good.
So, do you have to keep it over four? Oh, well, what do you have to keep it at to be monetized?
Yeah, you have to stay above 4,000, otherwise they'll take your ad revenue away until you get back. Like I think they give you like 90 days to get back
Oh, okay.
or something like that. But um,
So it's always over 4,000. Okay. I wonder how that worked after you got monetized.
yeah, and you can go into your analytics and be able to see it, but it's not on your earn tab anymore. Like it is before you're
Yeah.
monetized, where it keeps track of it. Um,
Yeah. Okay.
Now, BJ says once you get monetized, you don't have to keep the hours above 4,000. I don't think that's true, BJ. I think if you read the AdSense fine print, it does talk about you have to, because actually you have to be putting out content to stay monetized. If you stopped putting out content, then eventually they will take your monetization away. That's why they say it's not good to take like long breaks away from YouTube if you're um, monetized. People have taken 6 months off, and then when they came back, they were demonetized.
Mm.
So it's just, I just don't want that to happen. Yes, don't delete stuff. If you don't want people to see it, make it private, but you won't lose your hours then. But I did mine, Daisy, accidentally. I was thinking I was in my Canva account and that I could delete those videos because they were posted on YouTube and I could always download them. But I was actually in my YouTube account. And so when I deleted them, and they were live streams that I deleted. So I lost a bunch of hours and a bunch of, you know,
Yeah,
potential income off of that. So, but anyway, I learned my lesson and I'm not going to do that ever again.
I looked at mine while we were talking.
Oh,
I'm at 946.
BJ says I went below 3,000 and still got the supers, etc. But the supers are from YouTube, they're not from AdSense. AdSense is different, and that's why you have to have the 4,000 to get your AdSense account, to get the AdSense money. So it is a little different. I think when YouTube made the 500 and the 3,000 level, that's like partial monetization, and that you maybe can drop out of, drop below and still get it. I'm not sure. But when you have the full monetization and the AdSense, you do need to keep it above 4,000, which nobody's going to be able to find that in writing anywhere to be true because that's YouTube. They don't like to, you know, put things where you can find them to know for sure the policies on things. But I do remember reading something about that when I was signing up for my AdSense.
Okay, good to know. The blue whale is the correct answer. So,
That's the thing about YouTube. A lot of people have gotten monetized and thought everything was fine, and then all of a sudden they're demonetized because of certain things about their content. Um, and it doesn't, I mean, it's like they need to have clearer rules, so that you would know, well, if I do this, this is what could happen. But it's like their rules are so vague and so broad that I think they can use them, to do whatever they want to do. And I was thinking about this last night too, when I was live in the middle of the night. Um, you know how people will say, "Oh, YouTube wants you to get monetized," uh, because then they'll make money off the ads if you're getting paid for the ads. But they put the ads on our videos before we get monetized. And so they're getting 100% of the ad revenue. Then once we're monetized, they have to share that with us. So I don't know that YouTube is pushing people to get monetized. Does that make sense?
mm-hmm.
And I do think maybe that's why they do make it difficult to get monetized. Because once you're at a certain level, the advertisers will put the ads on your videos. And I didn't realize that either. Something I read the other day was saying about you have to have a certain number of, like, I don't know if they were views or if it was subscribers. But anyway, it's like, they track all of that stuff. Hi, Mac. Welcome. I have in my community post the link for Mac's GoFundMe. She is an author of a book about women surviving trauma, and they are going to be having a book release in Vancouver, Canada, and she's trying to raise money trip to do that, and she'll get to speak at that book release. And there, she's already getting her chapter that she wrote published in it. So anyway, if you even if you can't donate, she said the most important thing is to share that link out. And if you find the community post, it's got the description that she gave me talking all about it, and how much she needs and all of that, along with the GoFundMe link. And you can copy all that and repost it, and you can share it on social media, on Facebook, TikTok, wherever you can share things. All right, that's my little PSA for Mac.
Okay.
I'm so proud of Mac. That's so good. She also won an award um, from the same group that is doing this book, for being in a woman, a surviving woman in literature and media. So that's really an honor.
Oh, well, congratulations. That's cool.
Yeah, we have a celebrity in our mix.
Yeah. Okay, I have a few more questions and then I'll have to sign off.
Okay.
Which language is the most spoken worldwide? And I would not have guessed this answer at all. I actually knew
I
some
was
of these
going to say
answers today.
it's going to surprise us, huh?
I bet somebody knows it. Are y'all drinking your water? I am.
Mm. BJ says body language. Daisy May and Mac both think Chinese. Um, and Daisy May says Mandarin. I was going to say French, but that's probably not right either.
I knew somebody was going to get it. Yep, Kelly, it's Mandarin Chinese.
Okay. English is only 17% listening says. Wow.
Okay. In what year did the Berlin Wall fall?
I just watched somebody's video that was talking about that they were actually in Berlin, but they were in the hospital. So they weren't in Berlin when it actually fell. Who the heck was that? Um, it's somebody I watch a lot. They said they lived there for like 6 years.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe I can't. Oh, I know who it was. I know who it was. It's a lady that I don't know. I can't recall the name of the channel right this second, but she dresses in vintage clothing like from the 20s and 30s. And her husband works for a branch of the government. And they're like, they've lived all over the world. And right now they're living in Vienna, Austria.
Is that a channel you follow?
Yeah.
Is
But
it is her name Joe?
um,
Vintage by Joe or something like that? I follow a channel that sounds similar.
She has dark hair and she wears like brooches and neck scarves. And she just had a video out the other day about when they moved to Vienna, about the because he works for the government. They come and pack all their stuff up for him and stuff. I'm not sure. I wish I could remember her name.
Hmm.
I'll look in my subscriptions because I just subscribed to her the other day, I think. But I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was her because I was like amazed at all the places that she's lived. Let's see if I see it.
Sounds interesting. And yes, 1989 is when the Berlin Wall fell. And
Okay.
that,
Oh, I know where to go. I go in my watch history. It might be in there.
uh-huh.
Because it hasn't been long since I spend way too much time on YouTube watching videos. Oh.
I have not been on here as much the last couple of weeks, so um, I'll need to catch up with some of y'all. But that concludes my trivia questions for today. But unless you want to continue solo,
No, I think I'm going to end because I'm going to go to my daughter's and go swimming.
yeah.
Since my hip is feeling so much better, I've been trying to get out and walk a little bit and swim a little bit. I've only got 4 pounds to go to make it to my losing 100 pounds by my anniversary date.
Wow.
So I am trying to up it a little bit. Not that I won't be in trouble or anything if I don't lose 100 pounds by the 1 year mark, but I just kind of set that goal for myself. And I'm only 4 pounds away. My
Oh,
daughter
you'll
was
be able to do that easily.
my daughter was like, "Well, you can just say you lost 100 pounds whether you do or not." And I'm like, "No, I want to, I want it to be true." Um, but yeah, I think I will because I've been losing a pound or two every few days. So if I keep it going, I should be able to do it. And then which then I need to lose about another probably 50. But I think the first 100 is the hardest. So, well, I'm not finding her channel, but I will. I'll figure it out and I'll let you know when I find it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. I had fun.
Yeah, these were great questions.
Yeah.
BJ says he needs to gain weight. I wish I could send it to you, BJ. I could have a liposuction and we'll ship it over there to you. That would be good for you, I'm sure. Better for you than for me. But anyway, everybody go and have a wonderful Thursday. I don't plan on being live tomorrow at all, but I will be on Saturday night at 6 o'clock. And I've got Craig from Frequently Asked Questions, The Madness, and he's the one that has learned how to fly the drones. And we're going to be talking about AI and drones and stuff like that. So that should be a pretty interesting conversation.
Cool.
All right. Oh, hi, Ellen. Oh, it's okay. We normally only go about an hour for trivia,
Thanks,
so
Ellen.
but coming in, Ellen.
Thanks, BJ. Bye, Mac.
All right, everybody have a great one. I'm going to go ahead and end. Bye now.